have what it takes to defend your corporate township from the dangers of alien wildlife and the unemployed?
Rizzo's Purple Berry Crunch. Sell plain and Purple Berry flavored Power Nuggets. Now with 12% more crunch.
Ah, your face is a sight for sore ocular processors, Captain. Or rather, your headgear is. We're now in orbit above Stellar Bay, Captain.
You cannot understand the problem until you free yourself from the desire for an answer.
Well, new business turn. Celia, didn't I tell you?
That you did, sir.
How can yield improvements of 26.7% not quicken the pulse? How can 32% cost saving?
You've often posed.
Clear my schedule. This newcomer has... Did you hear that power play, Celia? They don't... I only hope you don't judge me by my handshake. Now, what business brings you here? What a charming notion. One doesn't mean... Forgive me, I'd be positively enraptured. Yes, that's it. Channel your anger. I only wish... I had hoped that livening up our advertisements with enticing figures would draw the other corporation. Surviving alone isn't as easy. Thanks to the so-called hazard clause, Monarch has been cut off from the board's resources.
So-called is right. We've got our hazards, but we're still here, damn it. The board took off without so much...
Something to be said for perseverance. I endeavor to persevere myself.
Now, we've kept ourselves in business by trading with individual corporations, but given the off-the-books nature of those transactions...
You talk like Graham.
Freedom always sounds nice, doesn't it? It makes a... But if you sit down and tally up the costs, how you provide for yourself in the absence of aid, how you protect yourself from a hostile galaxy, it starts to lose its shine.
Well,
Mr. Nandi here has a rather ingenious plan to get MSI restored to the board.
On our terms, mind you.
A lot of good that'll do. They'll just find another reason to turn tail and abandon.
Not if we secure the proper safeguards first.
And if our advertising scheme hasn't borne fruit, then perhaps it's time we took matters into...
It's true, our Celia is an alarmingly competent middle manager. At any other company, she'd be wasted in data entry. The plan she refers to is a two-pronged approach. And the first part...
And a Mantisaur problem, and a Marauder problem.
Many, many problems, but they can all be solved with the Bolt 52. If you can get us what we need to rejoin the board, starting the Bolt 52, we'll be able to become one of the most productive and secure cities in Halcyon.
And you'll have a powerful ally on the board.
Why, one of the strongest defenses in Halcyon. An extremely powerful I'll need to gather some supplemental materials, but I mustn't get ahead of myself.
You do tend to do that.
The Bolt 52 will be in the old arms building southwest of town, which used to be part of Stellar Bay before... And these days, it's... so taciturn, so dour. I'll be waiting with bated breath. Oh, and while you're at it, there should be a terminal in the arms building with some... dangerous information. What can I do? You think we're the problem? Have you even...
Unfortunately, it's hard to...
It isn't easy keeping a town like Stellar Bay afloat, especially without the board's backing. We need that frequency. Indeed. That's why it's imperative that MSI be reinstated, and the first step is getting... I see. And was... Well, that's excellent. What else can I do? Then it's good. I've asked myself the same thing many times, especially seeing as the legal mechanisms we employ. Not intentionally, though that's... For many years, this planet was home to as many corporations as Terra 2. But back... Really? I always thought they were refreshingly straightforward names.
Here, though, the results were...
That ain't fair. They didn't leave on account of the hazards. They left on account of their cowardice. The hazards...
Sharp as ever, Nyoka. And as the other corporations began to tally their losses, our leadership at the time...
And how did that work out?
Most regard Monarch as a lost cause. Ah, so you... I suppose you're right. Graham's always had a way with words. Strange as it may seem, I suspect he'd have quite the corporate career. Graham seemed like a reasonable man years ago. And we both agreed that MSI's treatment of its workers was I thought reforms would be enough. I didn't realize you wanted to... Reforms are humane, but they're also good business sense. Exhausted, sick, and malnourished workers are not productive workers. Even a cursory review of the day... Anyway, we learned of a loop, creating the perfect environment for us to... No, they laughed in our faces, and insisted... Yes, some of us stayed behind, and as the most senior executive remaining, I moved forward with our planned reforms as yet not long... I don't think I realized. Everything we did was legal and above board. We followed their rules, and yet they still found reasons. I do think there's something useful in a... Well, technically, he may have suggested it, but he... Why wouldn't anyone? They own nearly all the resources and...
Yeah, that'd go a long way.
To be on the board is to be part of the colonial community. And being cut off means slow... I'm not a man... If membership on the board can ease our hardships and provide us with opportunities, Besides, I'm hopeful that additional leverage on our part. I've discovered it's much easier to negotiate from a position of power. And I don't mean to leave. My hope is to maintain the reforms we've managed here. And who knows? Perhaps once we're restored, we...
It's straight bullshit is what it is. A fabrication rich folks use to preserve their investments.
Nyoka has the right of it. It's a legal provision that gives the board the authority to cordon off any planet or location for the greater good. Yes, making all of MSI criminals in the board's eyes. Technically, he does. What exact... Now, there's no need to use that sultry tone with me. Hiram understands the way things are. After all, he has his own contacts on the board. Until we're back on the board, I need to run those advertisements. If there's no business on Monarch, then we all starve. Hiram included. Besides, Graham's the one you should really be concerned about. What can I do for you?
Is one healthy if they are well adjusted to a sick society?
If you were in charge, would you keep the board around?
Decidedly not. I cannot say who would be best to run this colony, but I can say it is not them.
Damn right. Those very people are the ones asking for it.
The last of them. Quietly now.
Now, where the hell was I? Oh, right. Damn right. Those very...
We've got a fight on our hands. Here's a little trick I learned in prison. come! Fine hit, Captain!
Hello? Hello? I hear boots out there. Wait, can rats wear boots? Oh, thank the Eternal. I'm Huxley. Hux if you're lazy. I'm stuck. My friends and I were scavenging here, and a Manta Queen showed up. Then Raptidons. It was a void-blasted mess. It's easier than it sounds, all right? Next time you get chased by Raptidons, you let me know the rationality of your Phew. My buddy had a key, but I ain't heard him in a while. He locked me in here. So look for a dead guy, I guess. Or a rat. Maybe it's in a rat belt. Sure. Huxley. Phew. Sorry. Put me in a tiny room like this. Probably. I don't know. Oh, that'd be my people. Graham and Zora and Milton and... I really miss them. You gonna let me out of here? I wanna... My buddy locked me in, but... Oh, neither was I. Who'd hide in a trash can? Gross. Get me out! What do you mean? Handle. Oh, my Eternals.
Ah, phew. Thank you so much. It was getting all stuffy in there, and I was getting a mite lightheaded, and I think maybe I was gonna die. Now I'm out here. And I'm...
Still landing yourself in...
Oh, hi, Nyoka. You mind giving me an escort back home? Oh. Oh, sure, I'm a runner. I'm used to getting all dizzy and... Hey... Can do. Thanks a lot, mister.
Careful. Only things you'll find in the ruins are liable to shoot you or eat you. Or both.
I hate to see you torture yourself with your grief, Miss Ramdarine Wentworth.
I got every right. Burying your...
Well, I see you've had a sobering effect.
Sir,
Forgive me, Celia. Anyway. Oh, yes. I'm going to be up all night with this. All those blanks waiting to be filled, boxed.
try to control.
Have you any idea how powerful this is? Corporations have been... What a question! Bureaucratic micromanagement is the only way anything gets done in Halcyon, and proper documentation is... For our part, a bill of liquidation/transfer Form 52 will protect our holdings on Monarch by temporarily assigning them to a pass-through entity.
What Mr. Nandi means is that we have some rather momentous information to deliver to the board.
I have reason to believe that one of the other corporations is operating on Monarch, illegally and in secret.
Mr. Nandi may be correct. If the masses learn that the board disregards their own ordinances, it'd give rise to dissent. MSI could use this...
If we can find proof, I can use that as leverage to encourage certain powers that be to accept our Bolt 52 and reinstate us on the board. You really think so? I admit, I've been hatching this scheme for quite some time. I just needed... If someone is operating here, then Catherine's almost... Oh, but as much as I love your can-do attitude and dangerous gravitas, Catherine handles all of our shipments. So it would be best if you could leave her in... Of course, I didn't... Once you, subtly work out where this corporate facility might be, bring back proof of its operation. Maybe some nice letterhead. A foolproof plan...
You seen Arthur today?
Speaking to my left ear, will you? Right one's damaged. Last we talked, I only got half of what you said. Well? I'm half listening. Might be I know something about it. Might be someone hired my crew to blind drop supplies on the northern bridge. Now that I consider it, I ain't heard from my delivery team in far too long. We are friends, but them who push me end up dead. Look, I don't know if this is related, but it ain't escaped my notice that one of my regulars been lingering a little too long at the gambling bar. She's been acting twitchy, even for her. Ask at the bar about a customer who shows up bi-weekly. My staff may know more.
You don't look like a smuggler nor a dandy. Catherine sent you back here? On second thought, it's... What's your... Let me think back. Yeah, I got a regular who's been twitchier than normal lately. Every time she bets, she loses big. Then she pounds a mountain of daiquiris upstairs. You ought to ask Yvonne. She'd know Ms. Twitchy better than me. No, I don't have any... If it... This here's the ante... If you ain't here to bet, I'll kindly ask you to vacate my... Tossball, autoloader races, card game... We'll both break...
Folks I never met before are my most favorite kind. So, what's your story? Well, that does ring a bell. I remember one lady. She never penned a name in the book. Huxley's with the Iconoclasts. Know of her? She's not... Does give her trouble from time to time. Once she got stuck in the bathroom. Had to break a window to get out. Anywho, she's probably in Amber Heights with the rest of Graham's Iconoclast. Let me just stop you right there, stranger. My question, it's not one I... Not unless it accompanies some extra bits. Understand? More than you can afford. Your eyes do not deceive you. This bar serves the sweetest firewater in all of Fallbrook. I got some snacks on offer too from time to time. Who?
Watch it. These pools don't just stink. They'll take a toe off.
Well, hello, and welcome to the home of the iconoclasts. I'm In it, you'll find... Oh no, I'm so sorry. I keep forgetting. We're out of pen... Why, we're the only free people in Halcyon. No corporations, no shackles, no problems. Oh, those are just hurdles. We deal... You're welcome to... That's a nice... You can think... The new boy! Yes, he's quite clever. He took to our teach... Last I saw him...
I ought to mention, the iconoclasts are loyal folk. Treat them right, they'll do the same. Turn on them, they'll open fire without a second thought.
Oh, hello. Good to see you again. Damn right. Ain't nothing in the wilderness can stop me. Except being locked up. Well, on the way back, I twisted something in my leg, foot area. Where does my foot end and my leg? So, no runs for me for a little while. Huh? Oh, ha! You're funny. I did a dumb thing. I was trying to get away from a terror ray. Usually, you... But this one was really persistent. Chased me for, I don't know, forever. Scratched me up back good. I barely got away. Then I tripped over a void damn rock. A rock! Not even a slippery one. Till it stops hurting, I guess. Zora says I'll be fine in a month or so. Oh, she's such a gem. She gambles with me whenever I've got... Ooh, I bet she's hiding. Does that when she owes people... Ought to leave her be, though, if she doesn't want to be found. I mean, I guess. But we still gotta pay for drinks, so I can't just... You're right. I've been awful. Okay, she's got a secret hideaway out in the middle of nowhere. I'll mark it on your map. Here. I want a key to the back gate off her, but I ain't going near that place. Well, I ain't gonna use it, and ain't nobody gonna buy it if they don't. Besides, you help me. She was exciting, isn't it? Steeped in mystery. Oh, once she did tell me about this one time when she set up... I don't remember why she did that. She was kind of drunk, though. You got me. If it's anything like the rest of Monarch, I'd take weapons with you. Yeah, only there are people...
Stay back. I may be wounded, but I'm still armed. How'd you get past my traps anyway? Well, you don't gotta be mean. What are you doing on... That feels a mite better. Wish I had something to give you, but I gnawed through my last Spratwurst an hour ago. Cave like this makes a handy place to store goods or hide out for a spell. And the traps usually keep gawkers out. Nice to know Catherine had us making drops for some big-shot client out here. And before you ask, I don't know who they are. The whole point of making drops in the middle of nowhere was to keep their identity and whereabouts a secret. The Marauders knew we were coming. Rigged the bridge. If they found us, my guess is they found the client too. Sounds right. If you got the sand to go after him, I'm sure Catherine can reward you for your trouble. Me? I'm headed back to Fallbrook just as soon as I've caught my breath. Yeah, don't wait on me. I'll head back to Fallbrook in a spell.
Big mistake.
Thank you again for retrieving the bolt. It's every... Anyway? Excellent timing on your part. I worked my fingers to nubs, but I finally completed the Bolt 52 form. I dare say it will be my second great...
You're getting ahead of...
So I'm working on a plan to reorganize the board. Slowly, peacefully, and with
You are? That...
But that's entirely the point. We've got to hope. We have got to partake once more of the full resource...
What about the folks out in the wilderness? Amber Heights, Fallbrook. Will you share with them, or will you...
My sincerest hope is for MSI to become a model for all of Halcyon. But truly, I am getting ahead of myself. First, I need to submit the Bolt 52. With that data... I knew there was something going on. This is exactly the proof we need. The board... I'll transmit this data along with the completed Bolt 52 right away. After that, we'll sit back and quietly wait for the board to respond.
That means no more broadcasts from us.
Mighty big of you. Suppose we'll have to see if Graham's able to...
Believe me, you've got your work. Was there anything else?
It ain't right.
A Manta Queen.
Yeah.
A stranger comes to our home.
The truth out here.
We do seem to burn through endless ammunition.
Yes, well, now. Ah, hello. Stop. No. Spreading... I realize...
Graham, we should be focusing on survival anyway. Food, ammo, and...
Pivot, huh? If radio isn't working, we might try another way. It seems the captain's timing is more than just serendipitous. It must be... I've had my sights on an old printing press for some time. The board uses magazines and advertisements to subtly focus the colony's attention. We will use their...
Wait, that's not...
Help me clear out and repair the press, and I will have no need... Citizens of Halcyon are glued to their periodicals. They obsess over tossball and fashion, and the board uses the... Even I find myself occasionally... My literary prowess will hook them, and the eternal truth... I may have worked in the presses once, but the bitterness of being slave to their abhorrent rules has long since vanished. All right, almost vanished. Can you believe they don't put a comma after the final item in a series? Bastards. Wonderful. I requisitioned replacement rollers for it some time ago. Huxley should have delivered them yesterday. Speaking of which...
You bought rollers? You haven't even cleared the wraps out yet. What are you doing wasting... Forget it. Huxley's still recovering. She won't be up for a run for a while yet.
It seems we're out a runner. If you intend to...
So you're her mysterious savior.
That girl and her songs. So eager to learn, so bright-eyed, so... tone-deaf. One of our sympathizers, a woman named Carlotta, periodically buys goods on our behalf from Stellar Bay's... Stellar Bay has caught on, but they remain friendly, though the goods now come at a considerable markup. She meets us in the ruins of Bayside Terrace. From our compound, follow the road north. Wonderful. While you're at it, I wonder if Carlotta still has those high-capacity cartridges? Grab a few, will you? There should be some funds left over from the... We can use them to copy and modify radio serials. Yes, not just magazines, but their precious dramas.
Unbelievable. I hope I don't have to tell you this, but if there is extra money, would you mind buying, I don't know, food? Graham, if... Nice day, huh? A monarch, anyway. Sorry about earlier. Graham and I don't always... Besides, we just got our asses kicked in the ruins. Not a great time to... Hey, you got some decency in you. Careful. That's rare around these parts, and folks are liable to try and take advantage of it. Yeah, name's Zora. I've been patching up the iconoclast since day one. Whenever Graham's lack of foresight gets someone hurt, I get them back on their feet. If I can. I was a long time ago, over in Cascadia. Now I'm whatever I need to be to keep these folks from... The Mantiqueen showed up out of nowhere, and I guess the gunfire attracted raptidons. It was a damn bloodbath.
You found a queen that far north? Wish I'd been there.
You and me both, Nyoka. We could have used the help. Listen, unless this is urgent, I need to oversee the wounded. You want to do us a favor or two? Go talk to Bronson. He's always looking to pat. For now, I gotta...
Stripped. Boy, damn things. Bronson ain't gonna take stripped screws.
Looks like I'm not the only new face around here. What do I call you, stranger? Welcome to Amber Heights, Captain. Call me Tucker. You here to join the Iconoclasts? Help us free I am not a little boy. Haven't been one for decades, no matter what my mama wishes. I take it she's... According to her, stepping foot outside of the house in broad daylight is too dangerous. My entire life, she... Don't go play with friends. Mantisaurs will tear your arms off. Don't leave the city. Raptidons will spit acid on your face. Marauders can violate you. You'd fall in a sulfur pool. I stuck around way too long, ruled by her fears. She doesn't want to see me as anything other than her baby boy. You're right. I can do this. I just need to stand my ground and make her see she can't...
Good luck in all that you do.
A trash cube.
Yeah, look at him. He just keeps making them.
It's fucking weird, Carl. I don't think he can hear you. He's in the zone.
Trash cube zone.
Gotta admit, they're convenient. Fit together real nice.
Trash is trash. I don't care what you think.
I guess.
You meditate today? If not,
Hey, I know you. Boss says you've been real helpful, like. But, we got this handled. That's my nice... We're fixing a leaky generator. What's it to you? Right. Carlotta. Yeah, she's inside. We got first rights, though. Soon as we fix that generator. You'd have to ask the boss. I just know she wants Carlotta. Huh. I don't know what your angle is, but... all right. Be sure to tell her how hard it was.
It's too quiet. Hello? Relax. I've been cooped up in here for almost 2 days. Who are you? Oh, finally. Sanjar's declared a stop sale to you lot, but even if he hadn't, I'm not risking my neck anymore.
I don't know how you got those goons to leave, but thank you. Graham ordered rollers and whatsits, right? For a printing press? Here, take them. Like I said, this is my last run. You'd have to ask him. All I know is that if I get caught, I'll get arrested. It's an enviable thing he's doing. Free people and all that. I can't live that way. I need my structure. Law help them. I don't know. I should go. Look, what do you want? Yeah, I've got a few. I'll send them along. Give them all my regards. Go on. I need to get moving.
I'm telling you, the Van No...
Bullshit, Graham. They don't just abandon orders, and they weren't at the ruins. Where in this sulfur-sodden hell...
They're on a very important... Ah, well, welcome back, Cap.
Damn it. I was hoping you'd have more sense than our venerable leader here. I get the message is important. Carlotta usually schedules the next drop during the meeting. When she...
That is most unfortunate. This cuts off one of our only 2 supply lines on Monarch. Sanjar, old friend, you're about to cross a dangerous line.
About to? That idiot just declared...
We will deal with his subversion later. For now, we must redouble our efforts to... Yeah. The corporations have been shackling workers' souls for centuries. Workers are glorified slaves to their companies, to their society, to their own... Free will has all but vanished. I believe that by freeing oneself from the corporate structure, indeed from the very rules of man, one can find their own... And, through that, the cosmic truth that binds... Our very resourceful sublight friends have already agreed to help. For their standard fee, they'll replace periodicals around the colony with our subtly edited versions. The board's workers will learn about a subtle lesson here. I've already sent a team ahead to scout the press. One of our best. Meet them there.
You sent the Van Noys there, didn't you? Oh, for fuck's sake, Graham! We needed them in the ruins.
They went willing to fight for our cause. We need reinforcements. We need new recruits. The Van Noys saw the printing facility with the same importance as I.
The written word can be quite effective, but losing your flock seems...
I have the utmost confidence in their abilities. Friends, we must have faith that the men and women we recruit...
Yes! You're damn right he could have. But he's so obsessed with preaching that he's become blind to our actual problems. Look, just... if the Van Noys are still alive, get them out of there. With Sanjar pressing the issue like this...
May the eternal truth guide you. May the eternal truth guide you. Good luck in all that you do.
What's up? I took a job once to clear out a rap nest. Partnered up with a fellow out of Fallbrook who called himself a bit on the shorter side. Had a penchant for cards. Thing is, he introduces himself and the man is immaculate. Clean. He had a flowery presence to him. A pleasantness that didn't invade your space. He was just there and you were glad. When we set out to hunt down the Raptidons, I found out Dirty Don killed those Raptidons with his bare hands. His bare fucking hands, Captain. He was a whirlwind of grotesque primal fury. In the end, he stood drenched in blood over the entrails of a dozen raps. If he had a scratch on him, I wouldn't have been able to tell. It was glorious. Yeah. I never... Day came when he tried to take on a mana queen. Got himself eaten one limb at a time. Wonder if he tasted like soap. Oh well, live and learn. No matter how tough you are, if you're gonna fight something bigger than you, bring a firearm. What's up?
I find myself marveling at the complex simplicity of the Fibonacci spiral. I'm sure you know what that's like. Something vexing you, Captain? I used to believe their religion to be false, in contradiction to what I knew to be true. How pompous and sure of myself I was. Their basic tenets were closer to the truth than my own cherished beliefs.